mamo akwaba esimba movement showbiz and you may mamemfa asida kese maya shofoninya. Thanks to you, we have a successful show. Inti yamisha mo bebre afi so mayemfa asida maya boss shema wontumi ye chawo baby awobia. Thank you for the opportunities you have laid before us. Me Semre and you may wait dear. Yes, why wild? Mamenya nenchem na yan kono so na enkono start it. But before that, no, mami introduce me first guest, my brother Pandit, media guru. Could you pray Kudanka? Akwaba.
Happy Vows Day in advance.
Oh, Vows Day. Would you be?
Some no need.
You ready?
Oh,
Thank you. Happy Vows Day to you too.
Yeah, thank you too. You're looking good.
Thank you. I hope you are planning the Vows Day surprise.
Oh yeah. I'm planning it.
In cash or
everything's on.
My next guest, my main guest, very, very creative guy, very creative. For years on, were inspire Ghanaians, were producing so many good movies with great ideas. Like, on me putting some concept together. Wow, we should say, and yet Kobe and Kawon here, but what here? Kobe runner, actor, movie director, musician,
filmmaker,
dancer, filmmaker. You are trying to be humble.
No, my focus is on film. Once in a while, we do music.
Kobe Akwaba.
That's
nice. It's nice to have you. You won't watch it.
When it's here, they say, Kruma,
I tell you, you hide small to save the money. Okay, baby, I will book.
Oh, your boy, you be facing.
Oh, but we'll make it. You're on the right path. In fact, you've been on this right path for a while. We will come. We'll get into that. Let me quickly introduce Kelvin.
Yes, madam.
Kelvin.
Yes, madam.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
Kelvin, what nickname your day? Because I said, my pundits, almost every pundit has a nickname.
Event guide.
Events guide.
Events guide.
So guys, this is the CEO of Events Guide. Events Guide, tell us what Event Guide does.
Okay, basically, Event Guide is a marketing firm. Yes, we have a promotion, advertising, branding, and then event, purely event as well. Yeah, na yetima for event na so to make sure say a cost. Because baby na anti say baby na feel say okay event it comes in one form, but it's a dynamic industry.
It's not just like speakers.
Oh, no. If you go event na kwa po o send proposal come obi a o feel say say you nim no ba nim say Independence Day crampo your event oh. I'm telling you. Your proposal ko to obi animo say I make say Independence Day they say na share anniversary ne ketenum ne akosidemu nyina ye big event, but people don't see like that. Don't feel say oh movie premiere say they in kwa event and so
that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, remember a chance that you take the spotlight.
Hey, Debbie, say bosses were.
Thank you so much. But we'll come back to you, Kobe. Remember what Kwaba about movement showbiz, and then you be doing come pa.
Yeah, Ubia di actually down home.
Hey, and yes, I will be coming in my show. But now say your whole movie trailer, the movie title Till Death Do Us Part.
Woto. Me pacho I said the be no Valentine's Day no. 8 years the social actual 8 years of Vows Day movies.
Wow.
2016 I shall say the sex tape with Nanama and Roslyn and Gisa Bremo any Elekem. 2017 the I Love You But when I made introduce to Fela Makafui the Efia the rest, no.
Yeah.
And then 2018 Apples and Bananas Campus Real. 2019 Akwaba, House of Love. That was a family movie with Clemento Suarez, Gloria Safo, and the rest of the family, Ivy Ajima. And 2020, yes, the Players versus Slayers, and also the likes of Lawyer T and literally everybody who must have worked with over the years. 2021, Love and Lockdown, NGO. That was NGO and Kafi Danku. Yes, and then last year, which was 2022, the dinner on Valentine's Day. and all big cast.
Wow.
Some of our TikTokers,
Yes.
Rosalind, Gilbert, Gilbert, Jessica, a whole lot of them, and Detective Sandra was saying he introduced a lot of new actors last year, and then this year we see Till Death
Do us
do us part with Calibos, Fela McAfee, Rosalind Ngisa, Kafi Danko, Rosalind Feli, Sandra Osenti introduced, and the rest. We will get to the synopsis, but it's a movie that took a lot of effort to make. Is different. It's a movie between deaf and speaking characters. So the actors had to take their time to learn the sign language for some months.
Okay.
Stressful because they all have different schedules, and I always have to get them together. Sign language idea, you know. Into I don't know Calibos, Fela, Rosalind, myself, so we won't be anime sign language writing teacher or sign language school. Into they be a love Valentine's Day, the love story, the family story, marriage story. So this time I thought, why don't we do something different? And I'm going to send me movies and make inclusion. Last year, for instance, the dinner I had actors from Cote d'Ivoire and Benin join the cast, and they spoke French throughout the movie. It's a big dinner movie with different couples. Last year's Valentine's Day movie. Yeah. So I always want to include. We always act blind, we act crippled. So why can't we act deaf? Why is every filmmaker afraid of that side? So you know me, the amount of through. So I started putting together this story. I'm like, how will it make it? How will it? But then a story, no. 1 year with me Casano, I one day, and I 1 year went to be Casano, and I want to Casano, so I want to build a romance between Obia Oyemumo Sebi and Obia Onim Kasa, and I'm building a romance story, love story, between them, and it is super. Main story ni be brave. How about we say senior even see Dawa Africa? And I must say, it is the first of its kind. Africa. Ebibi maimuha obianye senior sign language. Ghana, yena the first. Into one prayer.
Yeah. But what was your inspiration behind that?
Oh, of course. I mean, first of all, you know me. Just like you said, I always want to do something different. Yes, I always want to do. Let me start be humble by the grace of God. And then, first of all, I always want to do something different. If it's like the others, I've failed. All my stories, not just this one. Freedom and Justice. My Ramadan.
Yeah, Ramadan was spectacular.
I mean, we are even bringing another. That's why I made this look. It's called Kaukudi.
Okay.
Yeah, this April, Ramadan, we are bringing another Hausa Zongo movie. Yeah, so I always want something different. And from 20th, we are starting another movie called Find Eggs. It's a high school movie.
Okay.
Find Eggs, also called Roll Call. Yeah, so it's my stories. I always want it to be different. I've seen people doing high school stuff, but when it comes, you see the difference. I always want to do something. That's why and also I want to break the gap. Even when the film came, I realized that as filmmakers we need to educate and inform. But I realized that there's tension between deaf people and speaking people in Ghana.
Is it tension or like
tension?
Tension,
complex, ego.
Yes.
Ego on the speaking side, some complex on the, because some people will just come and comment, make some comment that is not really going down well with them, and it will bring out some plenty emotions and complaints that have been hidden.
Yeah.
You see, there's tension between them, and this movie is bringing it out. It's trashing issues out, and we had a global issue with this movie, and I would like to clear it.
Definitely, please.
I mean, for the first time, I saw white people from like France, America, everywhere posting on their, I don't know them, posting on their feet. I showed you some of them making our sign. This, yeah, so posting on their Facebook, Instagram, tweeting, and the movie, the first 2 weeks of trailer release, it really went global. Maybe not all the media saw or reported it, but it did. And some of the advocates came out to condemn the movie, saying that Calibos, Fela, myself, Rosalind, the leading guys are not really deaf in real life. But note that they are deaf. There are about 18 people, deaf people in the movie. In real life, they are deaf. Directing them, I had to use an interpreter with the parts I don't understand. Yes, yes. So they are deaf movie in that, but they wanted them to play the lead roles, and they started. There's over 100 tweets. They started a campaign against the movie that we are taking their opportunity from them.
Away from them.
But me, I feel so we are able to act anything from blind to cripple. We should be able to take the challenge of acting deaf.
So these people, these activists, you know, are they Ghanaian?
No, they are foreigners.
But then in our society, you know, yenti mean kase woman ama more opportunity
Yes,
to show their talents.
most of the deaf people come on my pages on Facebook and Instagram. Like, thank you so much, thank you. And I always tell them that no, this is not a thank you. This is not a deaf commercial. Or it's a love story.
Yeah.
Equality, bridging the gap between the deaf and so I would like to emphasize to that all conversations behind closed doors have been since when the trailer came. They realized that all the sign language, we use ASL, American Sign Language. They realized that everything is correct. They realized the story is on point, and now they are back on track to support. And we are having discussions taking the movie beyond Ghana.
We'll get into that. From the trailer, we see a star-studded cast. We also, like you just mentioned, about 15.
18 deaf people.
About 18 deaf people, and some new faces.
Yes.
Okay, so what's when you are casting, what are you looking for?
A lot. The person must first look fit. For instance, at the high school movie, Roko, Find X, some people meet me, I want to be part, and it's like, no, we passed those days that because you are a celebrity, you are 42 and they wear school uniform, and just because you're a celebrity, you're coming to play a high school girl. No. Yes, I'm not that kind of. I'm not that kind of casting director. I always look out for first of all, the look or the age. Some people are 30 something, but they look still between 20. That's acting.
Yes.
That's entertainment. You guys always look young. Yes. So when it works, it fits. If it doesn't, cool. And also performance. Performance for the actors who are known already. I've worked with most of them before, almost everybody. So I know everybody's performance level. And aside the level, I always want to make them do something they've not tried before. For instance, Jackie and I have been friends. We speak for hours. But the first time I worked with her in 2015, 14, Salah, I made her a tomboy. She was a footballer, speaking Ghana in the choco with doing all of those.
Oh, you did that to Jackie?
Yes, and she won all those awards.
Okay.
You know, so I always told her, say, no, everybody has worked with you in Africa, but when I'm working with you, it's going to be different. And she realized she's done everything apart from that.
Yeah.
In the script, the character was a boy, and I said, no, let's make the girl play. And
you had to just give it to Jackie.
Yes, and we trained her. Before the shooting, she would go to the Labadi football park behind the go train. Ujane 1 second. What you say? Yeah, so it's all about, when I'm casting, I always want to give them something they've not tried. We all know Calibos as a comedy actor. Yeah, body language and things. But this one is really emotional. There's a scene that he meets Kafui for the first time. They are chatting. They've been chatting in inbox DM.
Oh.
He said, "Can I have your number?" He said, "I am deaf." Then the girl replies, "You play too much," with laughing emojis. Oh. Like she doesn't even believe. They still keep chatting for a couple of days, and then it's time to meet. They are both falling deeply in love. Now they meet. The girl is sitting at the restaurant. He's sitting there. I thought you'd never come. Blah 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 blah. Say something. What would you like to say? He's sitting there. The comedy in the action alone is there. It doesn't speak. And then he will write for the girl, and the way the girl reacts, oh, I should speak louder. Like it builds up before he will excuse himself, go stand somewhere else, cry, do this, come back. It's dope. I'm giving too much out now. But how would their love work out? How would they make it work? And how would she even take it when she realized that it wasn't a joke? He's actually deaf.
Serious.
But she has fallen too deep to come out. And Fela and I also have a story. Imagine a woman who is deaf, 9 months pregnant already, in labor, let's say 8 months, premature labor, and he's home alone in an estate where everybody is going to work. Here we don't have anything like video call emergency. If she calls emergency, how is she going to talk?
Yeah.
She's home alone, premature, she's in labor, and she steps out, the street is empty, the next person there is going there on phone, there's no way she can get his attention. She tries to call Uber or Bolt or anything, and driver call, Madam, over here, GPS, but things like that. Like it's a whole lot of challenges facing the community that we never think of, mixed with the challenges of love and marriage as its Valentine.
Wow. That's deep. You've literally covered, or talked about all the challenges that the deaf community faces. Like I've never thought about it from that angle.
The third character is in danger.
Yeah.
Rape danger.
Yeah, she can't shout.
She can't even shout.
Yeah.
And the boy is coming. People are in the next room. She can't shout.
Wow.
And the boy.
Wow, Kobe, that's deep. It's okay. Don't make me emotional.
No, don't. But you shouldn't say too much.
Now, so when we say movie directors, I say you see popularity over talent.
Okay.
And I won't lie to you, I have gained from those kind of opportunities myself. Yes, I don't think I've ever come out to say I'm an actress, but I've been given opportunities based on maybe a social media following.
Okay.
What you say? What's your take on that?
Okay, I think it is not true with everybody. Like you asked me how I cast, I give you reasons I look
how
out
you
for.
cast, yes.
But sometimes when I bring people outside the industry to act, like I've worked with radio presenters, yes, TV presenters now.
Okay.
It's cameo. It's done everywhere in the world. Sometimes somebody who is not an actress by or footballer, anybody, they can do cameo. Singer. We work with everybody.
Definitely.
We work with you. I work with Stone Boy. My name is Ramadan. I work with Kelvin Boy in Play the Slayers. I work with brothers Stone in I work with them Kwabna in Selfie. I've worked with most singers.
Yeah.
It's a cameo. Miss Bell. I've worked with most of them. It's a cameo. It's done everywhere. It's like special appearance.
Yes.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But if it's going for leading character, then definitely the director or casting director is convinced that the person can deliver.
Okay.
Or whichever reason the person has a very personal.
Yes.
But me, if you ask me, everybody I've come now, who has come on board now, as I said, the person came to play himself as a musician or as a radio presenter.
But you won't cast somebody because they have numbers and you think those numbers will help you
social
promote
media influence. No.
your movie.
Numbers count. I mean, stars must be respected. You are respected for your numbers. Yes. Celebrities must be respected for their numbers, but talent matters when it comes to me. And they usually love to act with me because they know when they come, I'll bring something different for them. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Kojo?
Yeah.
What do you think about
Let me see.
Okay, so Kobe, we all know say YAB Ogusu I think that the talent that he has, how things are done, One of the things that I like about him is his titles. I mean, when it comes to his movies, he plays with words a lot, and I think that's good. I mean, if you have Michy and Dede, you are telling me it's Michy and Dede, John and John.
Happy Death Day.
You see the thing, Happy Death Day, and all those things. That aspect of him is good. I mean, it pushes you to go and watch whatever it is that he's doing. A blend of music and acting and doing the film thing. I think that it's not easy. I mean, to find somebody having that mixture of multitasking and doing, because sitting in itself in writing a script is a whole matter altogether.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm doing a DFS on screenwriting, and then I can really, understand the kind of struggle that you go through. I mean, one question that you're going to be given to imagine something and put it in the script form, and it's easy. When it's over sign, I bet I say and then get into the studio to also do something like that. I think that he needs to be respected on that journey, and I think that it is a plus for him. Again, the answers to the movies, especially with the new one that he's done. To touch on that one, I think that consistency has also helped him a lot. I have seen back to back every single time where he won't lose the rhythm of a Val's Day. Obviously, I mean, we have Christmas movies. When it is Christmas, we see a lot of movies done. So for him to choose, out of
and Ramadan,
exactly,
and
out
Ramadan.
of that, yes, and then will not want to, get into that space that is too, I mean, too many people there. For me, that is one marketing skill that he has also shown. Because again, so okoka a Christmas and one. I mean, the oye. You understand? And maybe our position it is unique. It is one of things that you can't really get too many people doing that. In the near future, people want to see people doing movies or wanting to watch vows movies around that time and making vows, I mean, good, and in the same way, getting the Muslim community also enjoying whatever that they do and all that. I think that it is good. The other one that I think I shared the same thing when I saw the trailer. When I saw it and then I heard about the movie, I also raised the same concern. It is not even the outside people and the concern of the not using the deaf people and all actors. That. Yes, the lead actors. I when I saw it, that was the first thing that came, because you see, this is a niche area. I mean, even if you check our community, our country, I think they're almost about 2% of us, okay, within the space. So they have a lot. People at Gimpa learning law. As we speak, they're in their law school in Gimpa. They're learning. I've seen them doing so many things. So first off, to get them their creative side, because I've seen others playing instruments and all, dancing and
with
all.
The vibration.
Exactly. But to get the creative side of them in terms of movie, and the OC Kano tells you is one of the biggest and toughest thing that you want to have to do. I mean, a camera on the person and get an interpreter behind the camera to do the action for the person to respond to it. I mean, movies goes with emotions. It goes with, I mean, every single thing. How is the person even going to cry? How is the person even going to show that love and get into that mood? For me, I thought he would have then given us one or two biggest stars when it comes to the deaf people, if they had played any leading role in this particular movie. I would have loved to see somebody like that. The 18 or probably the 8 people he used. The supporting characters. I would have loved to see just one of them.
So you agree?
Yes, showing, because you see, if he had done that, I think that one of the best selling person Uncle Benya in his regime would have been that particular young guy or that particular person. Because you see, then all the whites, then all the people around will want to use that particular person to act whatever it is, because for him, he brings people out. He takes certain things out of people to show. So I was looking at that then, so far as we had one young guy when Idris Elba came to do this movie here, Abraham Atta. Okay, so he has given us a lot of people for us to see them, and today they are gathering all the numbers and all. So can he equally bring me somebody who is also deaf and a star that we can celebrate? That a star who also come and sit here and say, this is me. This is me. I have become a certain Michy. I have become a certain John Domelo out of that particular squad. And indeed, I know there are a lot of them there. It is hard work. It is a work that, I mean, it's no joke. I mean, even if he decides to do it now, and yes, it will take him like a year or two to even identify
that talent
and really cook that particular person for us to get. But I think that, because if we see Calibos doing it, I'm like, he learned it. Okay, I idea was here. I see Rosalind doing it, I idea was here. But if I had seen a different person playing that lead role and truly or a deaf, and he's showing that or exhibiting that thing in him, okay, from a script, one of the biggest stars we'll ever have in this country would have been born out of this thing. So I kind of share the same feeling with the same whites who really truly even they are the best people to tell you, oh yeah, shop crown one year deaf for a car park near you can't really stay inclusion, you can't even do it. And for me, I think that guy would have been a hero, okay, out of the lots, and people would have also continued to be like him and in their space. You understand? Okay. So yes, I shared the same thing with them, but like he said, or explanatory and the explanation has gone down well. Definitely. With me, my explanation has really gone down well with me because again, Yanshe moving in, I didn't even know what extra 8 people are, and as 18 or 8 people who are within the space and all. I think yes, and again showing class and making us know that first in the history of the continent. Getting this thing done. Yeah, show movies to Africa. We've done South Africa, we've done Kenya, we've done Zimbabwe,
India movies.
We've done all these things, and in Africa we have not decided to understand these kind of people. We have only seen them play a role in movies, little by little, but to see a whole movie done, and it is all about them as against Yenma Kasano. I think one of the greatest things that he has really done, and we need to really, commend him on that score. It's not easy, to do that. To even learn. My big brother from my father's side teaches the sign language, Mampong, and I could understand the kind of stress or will go through to really get the thing done like that. It's not easy. Not easy at all. That's the more reason why I said that Sanko Yusu, one of them as a lead role, would have been one of the perfect things to see them act emotionally, with their sign language and see them do what they have to do and all that. But also than that, I think it's one of the greatest things that he has done. They may be saying, as I say, so. They may be saying, as I say, your attention or echo. They may be saying, it needs to be in our books. We need to understand that first time in our history, this is what we have done. Your Pompey your team, we write about it, we talk about it. It helps all of us. It helps the whole country. Also, kind of one can now or say Ghana. Exactly, year in the first. One can say me Kobrana, me year in the first. Or say Ghana. So it tells you from first point of view. He's looking at his nation first, and tomorrow when he is, in his 60s, 70s, and we are talking about history in this country, he can beat his chest to say that yes, I was the first person to do this thing. And it has to happen. It needs to happen.
Definitely.
Yes.
Are you crying? Wipe your tears, your happy tears. So, Yeshua will fly. There are so many venues for the premiere. Do you even remember most of them?
Yes. They share it with us. Okay. Accra, your major red carpet at Airport View Hotel. Accra, your major red carpet, Airport View Hotel. Tema, Vienna City, Amphibia, Wager barrier and so. One of our workers, one wager name McCarthy, and also on my dear Crown Liberty Hotel, wager barrier. Good. Crown Liberty Hotel. And a Kumasi SG Mall. Kumasi SG Mall. Winneba, UEW campus. Yes, I was Sunyani Usbet Hotel. Sunyani Usbet Hotel. Takrady TTU Auditorium. Tamale Bernard Grails. Koforidia KTU. Koforidia Technical University. Ababento or the auditorium hall. And I know. Na baby ane ebo awaje. In crying the no na 70 CDs for one. Okay. And 130 CDs for two. Discount kakra. 70 CDs for one. Ticket no. 130 CDs for two. Now, Kumasi ni identity or a lower Kumasi, for instance, Nipami no 100 CDs, as in 50-50 near. And a campus for us was special discount because in this school no, a more than Kakra. Into your campus agents almost student discounts are, and also your number be offer ubit me and I say bit me the atuja. The kind of ticket no bit me ato ewo phone so say abefo technology aba. Into bit me afa phone no abo star 447 star 2255 hash star 447 star 2255 hash. This is be fan fa little tickets is here star 447 star 2255 hash. Oh, Kumasi anan cry. Ubetimi ato ticket no bi e wosa ahomatro for no eso na oba baby ayi sin na eye Airport View Hotel no anase SG Mall Kumasi na ubenya sini no ticket no bi ato no ahwe sini no wo baby I be so bet me so friend it was 0243 222 189 0243 222 189. Social media at Kobirana KOBIRANA. Ewo baby Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. KOBIRANA, especially Instagram. Ube who listen I meant to me ambo nyina na wo we dey actually na eben baby awa na wakoshebi. So they've do as part of the official Valentine's Day movie. One question I call baby for now be fear. O ma be say say
Oko yeah. Day. Kabi me no we me kaba asem so. All locations be you are making use of the venues you have available right now. But your colleagues be complaining say government needs to provide structures for maybe a movie viewing centers, cinemas and stuff. But here you are with over 10 venues, whether big or small. Say to me, you have taken the opportunity. What is your take on the frustration that your colleagues are facing?
Okay, thank you very much. Say your kind and also your a lot. At this point, the ETA for an asher for the muye bia me pese mutimi etie ye kakra at this point because baby a edro no enwo hia ye mpa as a film industry. Mo di echi baby a time a cassette ewo ho santo ejako mu nyina hya ase me kai fire for fire. Me hya ase frikumase ni adina reveal films you start home sweet mo di echi na ma wosi yesini no yetime ede aba every cassette deck free system me ede ba CD player so free system nim and afi so yesa I just say na cinema wo in the 90s and you go see nipa asa na eba cassette any CD and I yesa go back to cinema and digital online platforms TV platforms and so any some apps e wo phone so it me dey share no ma see the any technology no anytime no e grow as you see no sini no sika no emba the surface now o ton CDC and 2000 copies 10,000 copies were crying to you so when you scarcity you aba trust in for you see any I don't know say no entisa say no senior we trying 10 years ago crowd obetimi aton ma online market be ene with at a good cost near they say the technology need to see no and a cinema no abem we don't have enough but when we see the hecking cinema no abem we don't have enough and then 8 years ago or 9 years ago I started the way I had the idea say bet me you were different places say they be a interview they be a kasa aban and build the cinemas aban cinemas by that was 9 years ago. It's cinemas by it's yaka say boy ho na biaya ye betimi edesa cinema abraham for no akoshe no yenye some are hotels some are some of the campuses schools nibi some are different various locations are ye betimi the movie no according to the people because cinema won cry proper Accra is not the only town in Ghana. There are other people in Ghana almost here entertainment. They are calling for our movies. They need our movies. Mo bia be yan hwehwe ni mo be kan chem say Netflix na ye and so nipa saying the what Ghana has here wow we no mo ja Netflix no kra what's account no. So yeah, there should be a way still we have to send the movies to the people across the country. And I made the idea of showing this movie everywhere number wherever we have available, whether it's a pub, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a this, it's a that.
You're making use of what you
We are making good use of it. So, why is National Film Authority? So, Chris Sapo me and then first time I remember TV so. National Film Authority, Juliet Asantua Asante. Also, Shemia. This is the first time I'm mentioning your name because I mind my business, I stay in my lane, and I expect you to do the same. Adentina ene metewa mi hotel venue afre me say my friend on my free National Film Authority and I'm intimidating omo for what?
How?
I was showing my movie in the cinema. Your cinema took my culture, my date, and gave it to somebody else. So if I am now making more from outside venues across the country, who gives you the right to call my venue to intimidate them? You did the same thing in Freedom and Justice movie. I didn't say anything out of respect. You messed up my market and everything in Freedom and Justice. This country, I've been working for years, but I've never come out, me video, I'm angry. I've never come out to do anything like that, out of respect for all of you. I'm mentioning your name, Juliet Asante. I heard you are the president. Media, it's not my business. I censor my movie, I move. So, Christopher, I called you this afternoon. You told me you don't know anything about it. But you called Kafu, you called Rosalind about it. I know what happened. I am seeing this on one channel per once and for all. You have done your worst already. This is an industry. And yours, whatever politics you are doing, I don't want to be part of it. Yes, I know some of you are watching. One watching Krapa on mobile recording. I want them to put it out there for everybody to see it. There's only one cinema, literally one cinema in Ghana. You cannot force all of us to go to Silverbed and give them 50% of our sweat. No. So why am I doing it in my hotels? And this morning, today, why should I even receive? What the fuck are you doing calling my venue? What is your business with my venue? You are film authority. What's your business with my venue?
So we have David Doncho and Juliet Asante as the main heads of the National Film Authority.
Why should they call my venue?
Are you saying instead they are sabotaging you?
No, why should they call my venue in the first place? And
I
traced the number. I traced the number. It is not. You nasty intern. You are calling my venue, a whole manager of whatever, to tell him what? I've been here. Pascal Amafu has shown God is African in all churches. Zen Garden showed Charade recently, my own movie. We showed UPSA. What did we show recent? You didn't call any of them, and I'm coming to do my movie because I am not doing it under your wings, or because I'm not doing it in that cinema that you know that your man has shares in. See, you know I know all the details. Don't try me again. Don't ever call my venue. I feel like even walking out of here after this talk.
Your allegations
National
are
Film Authority, don't call my venue. Stay away from my movies.
Do you think there's a reason they
Stay
are trying
away.
to
You cannot
sabotage?
force all of us in Ghana to enter that one cinema in this Accra. There are so many people in Ghana. Accra is not the only place that needs movie entertainment. You have no right. Hey, why should you even call my venue in the first place? Why are you trying to intimidate them?
Kobe.
Remember, you got your license. Who needs license to do anything?
A license to do what?
License to do what? I've been doing this for 8 years. Why are you now coming to intimidate them?
To show the movie.
I don't want to hear the rest. Whatever they've sat down to create on their own to intimidate them, they should just. I don't want it. I called you, Sokresapo, calmly out of respect when the manager called me today. You say you are National Film Authority. Your own is to help develop and what have you done to develop? Everybody knows I've been doing this for 17 years. What one person have you done to develop me? We are waiting to help me in my film. And now you can call phone and try to mess up my. See, today I'm mentioning your name, Juliet Asante, Sokresapo, Uncle David. I so respect you. Please tell your people to stay away from my productions. You people say I'm Shatta, I'm this, I'm that. I don't respect. I don't care. I've been in my lane. The whole Ghana, the whole world saw you mess up my business. Freedom and Justice movie. Because you feel politically it doesn't go well for you. Please stay away from my movies.
Kobe, you've been facing a lot of challenges then, but you still carry on strong. 17 years, you are a legend, say. Some board members or authorities of the National Film Authority have shares in Silverbed. And
I not send them. I not mention any cinema name. I say one cinema in Accra.
One cinema.
Who they have faith, let him wait. I not send them a papa. I don't want to talk to anybody.
And that is why they insist, say, we are not doing anything else. We are not building any more cinemas. That's
the conclusion, but nobody can force me to show anything.
I understand. But then, in all this, what have you done? Have you moved to them?
It is just very like 4 hours ago that this happened. Why should you call my cinema? I have forced you to go and rent places. Why should you come and suppress? See, keep your politics association thing out of our industry. It is a talent thing and a hustle thing. You Sokresapo. Yes, I'm talking to you today, Pops. When you were producing Sakawa Boys, Hot Fork and stuff, will you go and give your 50% to a distributor of your sweat? And we've got other venues and you are intimidating them. What kind of license? License for what?
What is the license? So what would the license be for?
People have been doing it for weeks, for years. I attended everybody's premiere. My own company, they tell me it's a license. What friggin' license? And I'm giving you warning. Stay the heck away from my productions. The fuck?
Oh, there be. Oh.
I beg, it's 9 o'clock. I can just say what I want.
Where do me monitor? No? Calm. You've come a long way.
I respected you for 8 years. You've
come a long way,
Bobby.
You've come a very long way. You've been through it all.
Why should you call my venue? Me tracing no man some intern boy be from Nati and offer me manager no. Nat.
Offer ne.
Because me go round, can me go scatter office ho nyina.
Offer hotel venue say omunya dey. they show a movie, no? Or they're just trying to intimidate for their own personal reasons. And from what I've heard you say right now, this is not the first time we're going through BBC. What do you think is going to be the solution right now? Can we solve this amicably? Can we have a meeting? Can we have a sitting? Because
the solution
the only
is
person
simple.
complaining
Stick
about
to your association something, please. And let
you
us
should
have
be
our
allowed
industry.
to do
Whichever government put you there, it is not our business. We don't send anybody, Papa. Do your thing and stay. If you are here for film development, develop and let's see. Don't sit there for 3 to 4 years doing nothing and come and try to mess up my business.
Mess up yours.
Let's send your papa.
Let's go into lighter topics. Kobe, why are you? You've come a long way. Blood, sweat, tears, scandals.
You've done first one. Messed up such a great movie. Everybody, unless the person is a stupid person or a hypocrite, everybody knows Freedom and Justice is one of the best movies Ghana has ever done, and it would have really gone far. You messed the film up, and you same people come and say we are not doing well as an industry. A first-time movie like this, you are supposed to rather support. Phone of revenue coming to it. What a shame! And you say you develop film, Ghana National Film Authority. I've mentioned your names here. I don't give 2 fucks.
Kobe, calm. I understand your frustrations. Matthias here.
Why should you call my business? What's your business? So my business.
Movies are such a big investment.
Yeah.
Kelvin, when are we event?
Any problem and you think you think there's a problem and you think I've done anything criminal? Why not call me? Why intimidate them? Because you know that when you call me, it's fire.
Were you aware
Freedom
of
and Justice, they never called me up to now.
Never.
But you took so many police because when I'm buying it, so you have police. It must have policemen 40 when I'm venues.
Was it during COVID period?
Not to premiere a movie. It's a premiere movie.
Freedom and
that
Justice.
Story, they will put our truth out there for Freedom and Justice. But what they did like 4 hours this afternoon, no, that be what they vexed me past. Why should you call my event? Yesterday, I was in your office, National Film Authority. I filled out everything, paid classification and everything. Nobody told me anything. Some of you even took tickets for the movie. So why is it that less than 24 hours I left there? No, my friend venue. If there's anything to say, why didn't you tell me? You so Chris, I was sitting at Akwasiabwaji Peace FM with you for 2 hours. I gave this whole venue list. You didn't tell me anything. So why should you now start calling my venue? Because you know that they don't get vim like me. Then we'll start the shake. See, I did give you one. Stay the fuck away from my business.
Wow, it looks like Socrates is on our phone lines. We can't connect it. We're having some network issues. But let's go on. On a lighter note, Kobe, are we good? Kojo?
No, there's no lighter note on this one.
Yes,
there really isn't. You know, I'm kind of stuck in my tracks right now.
Will they be there? Don't worry. I mean, we'll give you the chance to run and then deal with it. I think that
if it didn't happen, why will I come? What is he calling for? If it didn't happen, why will I? We are not catching him say you don't know anything about it. So why are you calling the program now to say what?
And you've confirmed, say it's an intern from their office.
Should I put the number on air? It's on my phone. And there's a boy that I've been calling to show me how to go about the forms and things. A boy who has been communicating with me. A boy that I was sitting with yesterday who took my phone. We went through everything. A boy I was discussing promotion of movies. A boy who says he's coming to do his own production, so he will need my help. A student graduate. Mama not fret. A whole hotel he's trying to intimidate. For fucking what? Because my buying it so. I've never even voted before. I don't give a fuck about politics. But what the fuck you're doing is coming into my business. And I will deal with you if you ever try it again. Juliet Asante Sokwesapo, mention your name. I don't care.
What will be the reason for them trying?
You don't know about it. It came from National Film Authority. So whose name should I mention? My papa. I be my mama.
So
you say you don't know about anything about it. So why are you calling the program?
So Michy, I think first off,
why should you call my venue in the first place?
Kobe.
Is it your business? Like, why should you come to my?
Kobe, relax.
Relax.
Why should they call my venue?
Because.
What was the reason for calling the venue and trying to disrupt the events?
That license story is bullshit. So I don't even want to go there.
Because you see, this story, this movie you have put together projects Ghana in a very nice way.
So Michy,
the rest of the world, the whole world, the rest of the world posting and promoting this movie, I don't even know them. Instead of supporting Film Authority, you are rather coming to bring it down.
Kojo, this is what we've been talking about. Our people don't support.
Yes, but you see, baby,
You think I'm coming to make quiet like freedom and justice?
Maybe I could be now.
We'll try again. Whatever you do, I'm not saying anything. The people will still come to all the venues.
Maybe I could be now. I say a bohone. So this is it. There is a National Film Authority, which is established.
I'm not saying it should be their politics. Our industry, we did that before their government come. Let them do their thing and go, and let our industry stay in peace.
But Kobe, you see,
you can't force all of us to go and show some movie somewhere and give them half of our sweat.
So Kobe to work akra. National Film Authority, ejube kubia ya set it up, okay, to supervise or to hold on to movies in this country.
Yeah.
An act of parliament and Ashishe Act 935. Mra and a woho. Mrano has so many things that one needs to go through. Sesebi obey movies, said dear Kobe. You need to go through it.
Classification, and I have done that for all the movies.
One of the major things are and it's movies of that nature. No, the act is telling all of us that say ultra movie. As I said, what the border act no I set it up. Na omunkum, there's a team that they have their classification of movies. Into the movie in bar. No much say ABR. As I say, Yamano ABR under 12, 18, 20, Universal, any of them they will do. And in a Juma, one aspect of it are okay. That one is where I know say I think so Pisafo is the chairman also for that classification committee. I mean established by the act. I will 2. One of the things that the act sees to also do, to the extent that even posters, movie posters, the act calls for it to be brought to them to vet, to see what kind of poster you are putting out there. In terms of a movie now, the other thing that the act speaks about is exhibition of movies. Okay, now ahono and issues in the one. So when you pick the act and you look at where the exhibition is, it says that is section 10 of it. Prohibition or prohibition to hold film exhibition without license. And then this is what it says. It says a person shall not exhibit or allow to be exhibited on any premises a film to which persons are admitted on the payment of a fee or any other consideration unless the person has registered with the authority and has been issued with the license for the purpose. So the act is speaking to certain things that they will want to make it work. Loss the more we have a National Film Authority, the more we have a creative arts agency, the more we have Food and Drugs Authority, so they can ensure that the system and structures work. Now, if these things are not done, people will be doing so many things that we will not see, say, when it comes to the movie industry. So I can understand. But you see, when Kobe was speaking, he made mention of series of people who have gone through the movie regime in terms of exhibiting their movies. That is what we want to call the premiering and all that without
TV3. TV3, when the man said that thing, I told him, it will not work. You cannot just sit in your office and write something and say it's going to work for us. When you know that you have not built any cinema. You've not built any cinema, so why should we go and show the movie? Pornhub, please don't let me leave.
So one more series of examples are sebi ebimu ayebia yankashe anchromo. Indeed, I got to hear the premiering, and I think it was Legon and now you know, so make a freedom and justice.
Freedom and justice one.
I think, so, yeah, is it legal? Somewhere he was going to do it.
That one is not what we are talking about. We are talking about why they have to come and venue
today. This is very one.
And freedom has got nothing to do with this thing. Freedom was its own reasons.
Fine, but my point was that if they are calling those people to say,
they called my venue, one venue of mine today.
Fine.
And he lied. He lied because I am the one who helps most of the producers to premiere in this Ghana.
Okay.
He lied, telling the man, say, Kempiski, moving pick, not. You are, hey, I will freaking
so giving us enough information will let us know how to make this case for all of us.
But tell them, if you are their mouthpiece, tell them that nobody can force us to go. Some producers have spoken to us tonight. We have met. Nobody can force us to take our movies to any cinema.
Exactly my point. So that's what I'm driving at. If we have the office,
so they shouldn't frustrate anybody. They shouldn't call our venues.
If we have the office calling venues.
For what? Call me.
Say,
am I not the one in the film?
Wontumi hotel, but Branabe yi ewo Kojo Asante hotel that I will have a problem. You understand? Yeah. Because then I will not understand why you want to do that.
No, I will not understand why you should even call them. When I was with you less than 8 hours ago,
because my point was that
and you took tickets for the same show.
Oba Ohono, Oba Oho office, you know. Only Mumranity, no. Maybe only Mumranity, no. First off, Ocho Bibia, Opeso Kuyi movies, you know. One. Or the movie neighbor for classification. We didn't run so. He followed the act.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, that he has done the needful. But my point is for you to call locations and venues. I will be saying say, "Ana ohono ye see yi na nani see yi no no ohono there." I think that they are wrong if they should move on that tangent because you see, one, we need your friends and cinemas in this country, approved cinemas in this country. We agree. It is or no, I think outside the box to see where he can be able to show the movies are. Why are you worried? Indeed, since 2016 that the same government in power, decided, promised us in their manifesto that then we had 10 regions and told us that they're going to have theaters across the regions. It was 10. From 2016 up to now, it's 0. They came to then tell us that they want to do amphitheaters, of which we'll have cinemas in it. It is still 0. You understand? We still have the same old people or the same old space within, the space I used to. And for me, it is very unfortunate. So, yes, he has a point to say that, listen, yes, I know we see cinemas in the first place, but the point is that, most of Shama movies which is an authority that seems or see to it that effectiveness of movies and then the environment is created for people like him and other equal producers to also have what they have to do very well. Then you should also, as well as push the government to also get these things done. Sabi, Sankaye movies now, Anka Sabi unko pap. For me, in the first place, for him to even use a pap, on when himself pap no use no crown, and you're professional. You understand?
Definitely,
and he admits that it is not professional to use it. But the point is that where do I go? Exactly, where do I go to show my movies for these people?
Everybody knows I even started that culture in a cinema. And I don't care. It's their place. It is my film. It is my culture, birthday culture. And I determine where I take my movie. You want to check, you can't stop the movie constitutionally. You can only rate it age 15, age 18 for classification. It has been done. It has been presented. So what are you calling my venue for? Like, that's what I don't even get.
Exactly. The venue calling and the hammer.
And the whole idea is this. They've called the venue. I was with you just yesterday. So if you have a problem with venue, tell me. You and your people even took tickets somewhere. So it's almost for a venue na venue no. Omo yam kwase afo and come so make say oh NSC ni ye yi.
But Rana Pacho, almost free a venue, specifically.
Why not call the producer? The producer is in film associate. The producer is a filmmaker. You are film authority. Why not call the producer?
Yes.
Why go and call
the
somebody's
venue?
Okay, so
I think it was out of pocket to call the venue.
very stupid, messing up my relationship with them.
For them to call the venue, and I'm person me who the reason why. That's why I wish.
That is where the license covers. But from their copy account,
that is what they did in the previous fuck up.
Good.
And we use F words, so we'll apologize later. That is what they use the freedom and justice. They didn't call me. They never called me. They went to all the venues because they know that there is nothing legal in what they are doing. All they have is the policemen because I'm not buying the tissue.
Because for me,
for fucking what?
If people will have to get permission and license to show movies, okay, which is in the right direction, I don't think Kobe will sit here today and say it is not in the right direction. Say that license.
Because what is the National Film Authority doing to demand so much?
But my point is that
no, let me finish.
What kasa ewo umra nim na se unni sa niema na ebema sa kwan na. My point is, if you call your friend is a venue now, what are you trying to do? That ubo venue ni hu. Now what fair they fuck
up my relationship with
the
all the
people will come back and come and tell him say Mr. you to me ni biwana. Then why can't you call the person himself who holds the movie? Wakwako tia e kanu ohone say masa.
What the fuck are you calling my venue?
Buy no. Wo say ukwako yiwo use bet ukwako yiwa me pacho ye nyi movies wo ho. Kesi nanim ewo eye office onom. So natural is the entire yenye movies was our venues but you don't call owners of those venues and say something else to them and then until lucky what it means is that
I have the full conversation and we are going to put it out.
Then let's go for it. Do you have the conversation here? You have it here?
Conversation. And then you're telling me you called my other venue.
I would love to have details of whatever this.
That conversation.
Then we can make.
I want Calvin to make a quick. I want Calvin.
See, I don't want vex. The thing is simple, Charlie. The thing is simple. They should just stay the fuck away from my productions or any other young filmmakers' productions. We respect you, so great. Why be Juliet Asante? We don't send you say stop film directing, then go do politics. We don't send you. So if you are president, whatever, we respect that. Stay in your lane. Let's stay in our lane. Don't be calling me after investing in a film. Calling to it. You are calling so crazy. You say you don't know anything about it. So why are you calling the show now that I'm telling the whole country what happened?
I want Calvin to give a quick submission. Let's go for a break and then see if we can break this down after the break. If we can crack this thing.
Yes. Every venue piano, in terms of the business side, it's not. Well, if it comes to hotels,
we friggin' paid for it.
No, I'm coming. You see, when it comes to hotels, when it comes to pubs and all that, almost see facilities like that. They make venues they make venues for that. They make a room for cinema because if you go to hotel, they have rooms in the and your room per se. It's a conference room. They have the projectors. We have all that purposely for movies, presentations, and then all that. So as a business owner in a facility, I also preach for it because if you check the calendars of most of the venues now, they also say okay, you were a movie night, your nightclub, your way. If you go to even international, that's how it is. So they also want the chance, like people like saying you're the movie, any for movie brand, you show now and conform also and benefit
so many regions
and benefit
social media
facility
to watch.
Facility so because hotels,
everybody's online to
so
watch
many regions
on the internet.
You see, that's what I'm saying. In the hotels, your dream is for Okoda. And that's yes, but they want to show you say apart from you coming to sleep, what are some of the things on you
can do?
The pap now also work me
you're not building the cinemas.
On Wednesdays,
you have been creative,
on Wednesdays,
entertainment to the people. You want to frustrate us.
The pubs now work as a mini movies in terms of maybe the rules and I wanna say I bet to differ because there are some places board my pub. But on Tuesdays and Wednesdays,
no, mean on the projector. Why can't you watch
stadium?
A movie there?
Stadium, a stadium. It's a concert for stadium
to watch football.
So
gather crowds.
That place is not a stadium.
There?
What you say?
What you say?
Standards
Standard but this is the case. There is no provision for that
standard. It's a screen. It's people sitting, drinking, watching. So what's the difference? When it's a movie, why they all catch some virus or what?
So Kobe.
No, they are not building the cinemas, so they should stay in their lane.
So
they are not
building the cinemas.
See, Muslim National Film Authority, more book, whatever rule of whatever. In the book, does it not say you are here to also develop the film industry? What part have you done?
For me, I don't agree. Say movie premiere should be in only in cinemas.
Why you have only one cinema in Abramo?
No, for me,
you are trying to force all of us to do that.
For me, because right now the way Yakupa Buana ya travel kakra ko hu niam be no, it's not just about cinemas when it comes to premieres. We've seen giant screens on buildings and Kofojina beach almost.
Yeah.
Right now it's not
quiet and so you what?
Dubai for instance, you have buildings.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes, we have buildings and Kofojina the beach-side and almost far away. I would be quite do restaurants go to me share on the building. Then all that. These are some of the things we are all looking out for it. Me, if there is cinemas or there's no cinemas, because it has taken us years to do this, and then because they are looking at maybe the cost involved and then all that. That's what the country is looking at. And then to make us say, okay, how many times na movies in because me free baby say. In the that space, you know, some of the authority, the film association, maybe one of them say, to me approach the government because some of the first questions I ban say, how many times the company used to hear movies? Into who could see, you know, that how many times? So I was like, Dabi, would you see? To say yes, you near bread, but say you see national first cathedral. Would you see more? They have a way of shooting because of there is no encouragement, there is no it doesn't push them because cinemas need want it doesn't even push them to do because producing a movie, even one movie, no, we cast in a cramp now. I was about to even ask him say, "Inti see the ultimate Jackie ultimate some certain characters because if I'm showing him on no cast, it's serious oh, it has been consistent. So I'm just asking." Serious. Because I was watching. No. I'm serious. Even the Ramadan, the venue, no, the year Ramadan, the ghetto side, no. I was just wondering. So I want to alone. You have to settle the people there. So I was just about to ask the amount that goes into it. And now, yes, movie asa.
Yeah.
Apart from the premiere, no. So I was just saying, so the returns, no. Returns near day.
Premiere no so no more person almost say no.
So you see, apart from the premiere, no returns no kwa.
You watch movies on Netflix. You watch movies on Netflix, Kenya, South Africa, other things. You see the ministry or the authorities, them a logo in front before the movie. Like they have input in the film.
They input, you know, anything.
But we don't have anything like that here, and we are doing it independently. Every person from our sweat. And you start calling. For fucking what?
Kobe, I know
the someone land your time as to say you ko try ho. Me ko try ho na wo dey land 5 seconds.
So I'm saying you see people are not taking us serious because there is associations or whatever the pushing now to say like a pushing. So that association, I don't know the push that goes to the government. I mean, my boss will the better. But I think some authorities, you know, have to push for the film makers, you know, more than the Omwankasa pushing for. Because there's no proper communication push between the association and then the authority as the government. That pushing is not coming because the government sees it like because the authority is not doing that. That is my whole problem.
On that note, Achefo, my young koji in Kwatwa Yaba, Yatwan Komawe, so but please, Kaisa will share link and share, comment. We're reading all your comments today. So far as the load, we're reading them. And baby, I'm feeding the Enter Movement TV higher. apa ho e wo say ye trending issues kakra bi na yasaya kai ye ho about the movie Till Death Do Us Kama omo you moving on at various locations on the 14th of February, and that's on Tuesday. Let's quickly go into Idris Elba's recent visit to Ghana. Quickly, Kelvin, I want to say he has expanded the conversation on investing in creative arts and also the film industry. Okanyoma Bebre, Mepacho production. So, what video now? Whilst we have this conversation, can you play it with sound, please? His
Excellency, nice to see you again. Danny Dama and Tony Tego, my partners in our program to build film studios across Africa. Currently we call it West African Studios, but that's because it's a working title. But we've been working at this for 3 or 4 years to raise a plan that puts a facility at the center of African filmmaking. There's a lot of African filmmaking, but the facilities around that are something that is lacking. In South Africa, they have a big facility. A lot of film production goes there. But quickly, as we're planning this, we realized that policy is where the actual groundwork needs to be laid. We've studied the models of obviously South Africa, who have an incredible incentive package. Then around Europe, obviously Greece, Morocco. These are all places where they realize the value of the filmmaking dollar, and have brought international filmmakers' need for Ghana specifically in tandem as we lay the ground for the studios. I'm led to believe that there are some plans for the studios, some other studios to be brought to Ghana, which is fantastic, and one should not cannibalize the other. But without, I think, the policy component, I think it's safe to say that we could have as many studios as we want, but we will not have the filmmakers attracted here. So I think one of the things to just highlight for you, what I want to do personally myself, I have a film that I'm directing, and I'm hoping to bring that film, or at least some of that film, to shoot in Ghana. That film will be, I would say we would be here in December. We start shooting, we start pre-production in August. Some of the film, 2 or 3 weeks, will be in Ghana, say by December. Hopefully, if we were to move with a fair wind and we were in agreement of what we could do in terms of the policy, we could case study my film as a proof of concept. Needless to say, it would take a lot of collaboration.
Idris Elba say he's interested in investing, building a multi-billion film studio across West Africa, amongst other things. Osansu Kasa about policies and all that. Do you think that this is a major, the conversation that has been open is major for Ghana and the film industry?
Yes, it's a major big deal. It's a big deal because Idris Elba had been in Ghana for, and they have it. So there's no need for him to invest there because no investor company, you will not see the impact.
Yes.
Into Ghana no from one way or who send it, and now all buildings who are on buildings said the Ghanaian air building or no what a standard of a and then also boy as actors and actresses and filmmakers to be able to get that world class and a bit more competing with these international films. I bet me a winning award. So you see that advantage to make sure say our film industry is what well developed in Ghana and American. So it's a good idea say also president to make sure say in terms of any support, in terms of land, in terms of because already now say was I say what 2 years ago.
Okay.
Project things I said 2 years ago, but what you say I feel no per se government has to come in and see how best support it because and I make can say in the intercramponona.
What's your take on everything he said as a filmmaker now? What's your take on Idris Elba's visit and his talk with the president?
Okay. As I question, I think we are still 3.
Yeah, tree English.
Before I go on, as an American, because me the actual part to achieve when I want to talk I be come hanen. And Idris. Yeah, usually. After be out to kakra violence kakra. I was really happy watching. I was really happy. I was really happy. Until he mentioned. Okay.
Okay,
but yeah, I mean, it's true. The talent is there, but everything, every skill you have, with the education and training, you become perfect at it. And when I was watching it tonight, I was really happy. So we've gotten this far. I could say, "Oh, we've gotten this far. It's very good." Idris is a world-class act. Yes, if he chose Ghana, I don't think even these kind of things should be happening. Necessary. Yeah, we should rather come together, welcome them. Na brana development. The education is very important, no matter how talented you are. Yes.
I could be average for Ghana. The potential I want. Young Casano, ye potential now you. From what just happened, you've complained. Several actors have complained. Several actresses. Like in every industry in entertainment in Ghana, we are fighting amongst ourselves. For one thing, no support. So how come say average for Hollywood for a value and idea and we can't? What is preventing us?
I say, maybe say it was about not about your venues, no issues now. You're starting, but you didn't come on. You might be brave people if you want to say there are issues.
Yeah.
From us filmmakers, there are issues from film authorities in the in terms of no.
It's a bigger problem than we know.
There's another problem I also have. Yeah, you trust in me because I you trust in the idea cynical. We are not invited to these things. Like we don't find ourselves. Yeah, since and also it's something we should.
Of course.
Modern day filmmakers, like myself, and Peter, them modern day people, we don't. With
some workshops.
We don't link up with authority. Met him.
But later.
He said they are going for workshop. So I don't know how they do it. Is it that they put it in groups? But whichever it is,
it should be broadcasted more than that.
No, it's something that we need to work on together, communication and a year to go. So I don't know, but it looks like
wow.
Almost they deal with filmmakers, but your films, your premium movies are fans in him. We always meet, we always talk, and we are always not part of those meetings. Modern day movies. Yeah, so I think we have a lot to we need a lot to deal with.
Yeah, that's true. We'll get there. Kojo, does the film industry have any hope?
Yeah, there's hope. There's too much hope. I mean, Kobrana Mwina my hope, so there's future with it. I think that first off, former minister, Kadrina Feku, Mebona Basso. This dream of Idris Elba started with her some 3 to 4 years ago. I think around 2018, 2019, and as a friend saying, the dream of Idris Elba wanting to establish here in Ghana, start here. And I think that BBM, we need to acknowledge the fact that she did so well. I have seen correspondence from Onone Idrisa. I mean, they've done a lot of discussions on this one. I think that Idris, the things that I saw, will be 5 major questions, which I'll put it out, I mean, in due time. But one or two of the questions will resume our president, and I think that I wish we hear the president's response to this thing. So 2-3 things, quick one. One, he raised an issue about policy in this country. I think policy is one of the biggest and weakest things that we've ever had. Okay, the National Film Authority is not effective as we think it is. It is weak. Board is a non-starter. Board chairman is nowhere to be found. The leader herself, executive secretary, is also another thing altogether that we need to talk about. Beyond that, Idris is raising an issue that I think that it is critical for all of us. Issues of taxation. Those are the policies he's talking about. Now, for instance, a foreign person comes in with a lot of equipment and all that. I mean, this man here might have money, might get investor to buy him correct equipment. What kind of tax incentives are you giving him to get these things into the system? There's nothing like that. He's looking at policies that will allow, because you see, our basis our studio, it takes a lot of time. I mean, equipment in your neighbor. What are you doing for such a personality? If indeed South Africa is giving that incentives, Greece is giving that incentives, Morocco is giving that incentives, what are you doing? Okay, even Malta is becoming one of the biggest, or it is one of the biggest when it comes to movies in the world. I mean, a small area, but they have people who go scout and then bring people in the country to come and run movies. You understand? Abu and the Thief was something that they've been showing. Yes, they shot it in Malta. Okay, these people are using that one to get that dream of Malta. You understand? So he's asking for policies that the government is doing for certain things like this, and we don't have it. And that is one of the biggest, things that we need to deal with. Obano Sankobo issues concerning land. You mentioned land issues and all that. Listen, it is one of the another serious thing that this country, we are doing. Sure. Some 4 or 5 years ago, this same government in 2016 came to tell us that on my 200-acre land, Achem, the BC Film Studio. Where is that studio? That's what I'm asking. Where is that studio? So when the man is sitting in front of the president, NASA or Shell, and it tells you that we are weak when it comes to our own promises that we've even made to ourselves. Now, one of the things that I even saw within the trail was that the same question that Idris was asking, he asked the same thing to the minister. Say, Asasia, you say your dema for the lease and anything. What is government's impact, or what is government's position on the land? Is government going to do a 50-50 thing with him? And now we see all these things are the things that the man is raising. For me, it is one of the sensible things I've ever heard coming from a movie person. It tells me that this is what we need to do. We haven't even done it for our own people. We have not done that. He's come to shoot all these. It's just like Omakacha say, assembling of cars here. When we know that our GDP and our income cannot even buy the same cars that they want to assemble here. Do you understand? So it is something that, for me, I think that Idris has really raised. About education, I think that it cut across. Education cut across every single thing. One, we need to understand the business side of the job that we are doing. Or business side of the job. So if we, the people, the players themselves, we don't understand the business side of the thing, we need to learn. 2, we assume that we know. There are certain things that are happening within the space. You need training for trainers or trainees, we don't do it. The same development that Kobe is talking about, this is one of them. When we say we are even doing scholarship programs for maybe cameramen within the movie crew association, or cameraman be about 5. Near for maybe Greece. Near how cameras are used. As we speak now, when was the last time something like that was done for all of us? We don't know. Yet Kroma, Idris is telling us that creative art is not just any other thing. We in Africa sees it as a ordinary thing we need to do. But creative art is not just about music and film. Sculpture, everybody is part of creative art. Although designing her design is the way in, it's creativity. It is somebody's thing. They are all part and parcel of the creative art. Yet you come and Rebecca say you see school, I ever started a creative art school. Now you see we are 70% done. Any MPB, Ebejina TV so Rebecca say President you see them and joking with the whole thing. Today it is 70% done. 4 years or so up to now, we have not even seen even the curriculum. Who are the lecturers even going there to go and teach? We don't even know. They have appointed, I know. You understand? We don't even know. So for me, it is a whole discussion. I wish that one day we'll come back and have a proper discussion on this thing that Idris has said. And for me, it is deep. Yeah. If President is thinking, it's just a highlight, he should not forget the fact that creative art, your friend saying, a film fund has not been set up. since 2016 I dem now by Creative Art Fund. He has set it up. So even if Kobe wants to run a movie to help the country, to promote the country, the agenda to help schools, Oba Beje fund in the way. You've not even set up. So the man is sitting in front of you and teaching you and telling you policies and telling you what we need to do, and other countries are doing it, to make dollar. Out of the business they are making. For me, it is shameful for me to find somebody move from his country to come and tell us as if we don't even know what we're doing. But all said and done, the man has really spoken.
You see the 3 questions in that walk.
Yeah.
It has been behind doors.
Yes, I check.
It has been behind doors in terms of Elba asking people around. And yes, what we say, authorities are no authorities in the
that's what I'm saying.
Any answer. The best person that will share with me about no buy. So when you have to the final, and that's when you have to as free president, that is what is going to encourage him. Whether so be now.
But president gave us 200 acres of land. I want no brown also. Why is it?
Am I? And you know, is our person who will say.
For me, I think Idris Elba seminar wakano. We need to work on it. In Temwa, the film industry, we need that development within the space. You can't fit theaters and so on your studio. I've heard other people even showing us drafts of to say some BC studios here and all that. You can find Chinese for by say BC studio the Kumase Messi the movie actress Nikunu Messi Mame Kesiano Esiedu Ekuna Mayasasi Bebebi Washanti region for us to have a film village. All this film village back to back, we have said these things. And yeah, then I agree with Babe Kansas. But the point is that for him to reiterate it tells me that we are not serious when it comes to creative art in this country.
No, I don't think so.
That's it.
And that being said, try say film industry, be bon koma be ma coin him no. We colleague, come, I'll double say. Obi Obesha movie one or be a Okwaji 4. Coming from an actor. Young Bonnet 5 minutes on this topic.
I think so about a patch and then one also explaining why as well or Casa. But in the beginning,
we understand him, but for an actor
to say that you're totally wrong because at the point makers were totally wrong and they say baby where you short movies in it is meant not for 2 minutes. For hours because the bakone will say obetimi dey na say untimi short movies now on Instagram no it takes limited time but YouTube now will pay scale free no I had for a very long period so for what and omoko from crowd buy no wouldn't have seen one they are still doing 2 hours 3 hours and 3 hours nti you want na be kire wa ususu so be to mu na na be kire how yes you FM wo abetom in terms of education yibi na say na short movies about again it has been there since intention na be say I think na short movie aba or so the two on just to cut time and get a short story. If you get short story it takes it's like a shobby work and I say it's like I say I did as a would but it shouldn't be so. A movie is a movie, a short movie is a short movie. You have categories. Until you shouldn't put everything together and
say that's what is preferred right now.
Me? Don't say so be a quadruple because education now will be better classroom, mediation are 2 hours. We bet him at not 2 hours to let be a word we are singing now within 2 hours. In the movie or in anything I yet to 2 hours. Then you get back on here. And I say so that one also will be a true thing, but or be part of it. I think say we have to forgive him. Our patcho.
Yes, so I also apologize on his behalf. I've done it at several places.
Talk, right?
Yes, I will not go there. Well, yes, I'll be patcho. Yes, so I'll do it. Also apologize on his behalf because I'm a colleague actor. Yes, so I apologize on his behalf for something he has said.
How many hours is the movie you're premiering till Death Do Us Part?
It's 1 hour 30 minutes. The usual.
Oh, Daddy, I don't think so.
Watching the whole interview, I understood where he was coming from, and as usual of our bloggers, they picked a certain part. And if you listen to the full interview, you understand. But I still stand on the point that it was a little loose talk coming from an actor.
That's what I'm
Kojo.
It wasn't a little loose talk. It was a loose talk. A very big one.
Try to be diplomatic.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But it was a very big one, and I know Kawon Eche say sometimes we are not training our people well. You see, ebi betomu, ebi betomu, or betomu no ye movie no. But when Sia and Nemane woman, indeed, Tamono no ba movie no, movie na no shano, na 2 minutes in a notion or kwana. And yes, sir, I think that again. The associations, I will blame the associations that we have. Actors Guild, Fight Pack, and all those people. I think more or less they're also becoming useless in the system. That's what I mentioned. Because you need to train your people.
Yes.
Why are the training that is happening for these people? Sebi, Ebia, could be no many advantage to learn from other people who are not even within the association. But will be joining association. Nase, Mumfanem fa ASR and Nema Wimwa. You understand? I mean, how can you say such a thing? Sabi, I mean, ye a woman says Sabi, ye sikasem, I will kruma aye basa, a woman say pressure will krum. But when you align pressure and say, this is what Oko transnational movie by 1 hour, I mean, Sabi, we say, what is he trying to say? Does he know the importance? Here's things that he's doing. What are the importance to human being, human life? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? If the importance of movies he knows, he wouldn't have even compared that to that. Yes, because nipa na wo se owo pressure mu na so owo ahohiahia mu no ohwe movie na so otie nwomo a etumi ma bibi etoyie. You understand? Ha nti se when wo movie na wo ye na so mfaso amma nipa na wo yama na wato movie I show movie ma why yes na why na when yes ka toka atofie na utimu na. I mean, you are doing a great disservice to the people. I think that largely Nanka may feel say Fight Pack shouldn't have apologized on his behalf.
On his behalf.
Yes. I thought that it was too early for Fight Pack to do that. Fight Pack should have rather cautioned him, force him to do such a thing. But for President to sign on his behalf, then I'm looking at tomorrow when the producer like Kobe also said apologize. He said apologize here. I was waiting for Fight Pack to also bring a statement on his behalf. Yes. And I said then I'm there. So for me, I think that education, we don't just join the association for welfare's sake. I think we should move from welfare of associations into something else that they need to make it effective.
Thank you, Kojo. Yanko Facebook, that you can kind your comments real quick. Kobe, you have stirred up a lot of emotions. There are happy, there are sad, there are angry. Okay, so Benjamin says, so please, Kobe is telling us that if a thief has not been caught, does it mean Kobe can steal and justify it?
You made the whole thing criminal.
With other hidden thieves.
To robbery.
With other hidden thieves.
How can you be comparing this to robbery?
Okay. Samuel Piaget says they have the right to check the venue. Let's assume there was a disaster like fire outbreak. We, the same Ghanaians, will lambast them for negligence.
Of course.
Okay. This is a long one. Geoff Kobe says the law of venues for showing movies should be licensed is pretty wrong. As a maker of a product, I should have the right to distribute my product how I believe it will reach my target audience. Let's say the FDA. They cannot tell FDA cannot tell Delay Mackerel to sell not to sell at Melcom and sell at ShopRite.
Or to tell ShopRite people to come and see them before she can sell them.
The authority has no business calling the venue.
No business.
The venue has nothing to do with the film. Call whoever took the film there to find out if they know if the place is right. The law needs to be reviewed. The authority cannot determine where a product is distributed or how. That is pretty wrong.
And they don't even have that shop for us. We are trying to do this, so...
Geoff Kovic still says that this will come and bite filmmakers in the future. Not all films are cinema films. Cinema films are actually a class of movies. So if I make a movie and it will not create the impact I wish with my product by this law, I can only show it in areas where the authority has been licensed. That is very likely problematic in the future. David Dua says, I think Socrates is right, but he should have prompted Kobe long time because he was on Peace FM with him yesterday. Is that true, Kobe?
Of course, I said it here. We were on Peace FM for like 2 hours.
Together?
Yes. We were talking, dancing, laughing, and endorsing the movie, doing a lot.
Wow.
He didn't tell me, but I said it.
Just Call Me says what the movie industry is doing to Kobe is very bad. She continues to say that this is very painful. They did the same thing to him and stopped him from his freedom and justice. Why only him? You seem to have a lot of people observing. And there are some people in the comments who are happy that you have voiced out your grievances. So it's not, I don't know how you're feeling, Kobe, but you have become the voice of certain voiceless actors and actresses tonight. I think we have also made clear to the National Film Authority and to Socrates right here, who has also accepted and even blasted MFA.
These are things
so
we
I
talk
think
about.
that this conversation is very valid. You know, it's starting a revolution, if I can put it that way. Kojo, what's your ex girlfriend?
Oh, that be.
These are the things we talk about.
No, do you understand?
Like, no offense.
Yeah.
No offense intended.
No offense intended.
Me
But
and other producers, we talk.
This
These
fire
are the
needs
things
to
we
be
talk about.
continued, not just by you, but the fire needs to be, you know, everybody needs to come forward. This is our problem. You've not educated us. This is what you are putting before us now. You've not provided options. Okay, you understand. I feel this workshop he talked about, you guys should push to be more involved in their educative workshops or whatever.
Invest the vice chancellor, make it come see NFA before you. When they do entertainment in their hall every day, film shows and every.
Kamirana, your time will
must
come.
be reviewed.
Let's remind us once again, we have a beautiful movie, Till Death Do Us Part, on the 14th.
Yendija. Valentine's Day, official Valentine's Day
Yes.
movie, Till Death Do Us Part. Your 8th anniversary ni. So when it's your 8 years ni, your mama woto every 14th February. Ain't Airport View Hotel. Airport View Hotel na main venue na wa kra no Tema Vienna City Koso. And Wager Barrier Hall, Crown Liberty Hotel Koso, Kumasi, SG Mall Koso, Universities Mina Koso, Takrady Technical University Auditorium, KTU Auditorium Koforidia Koso, Benadryl, Tamale, Canville, and also Koso. Let's meet there. This Valentine's Day. Enough of the war. Let's make love.
Make love.
Not literally, figuratively. On 14th February, this Tuesday. Till Death Do Us Part, Airport View Hotel Accra. Let's do this.
Kamirana, it's been so nice having you on the show tonight. Kojo?
Yeah.
Kelvin? Thank you so much. We're almost done. We are in the week of Ebony's 5 years anniversary. When I think about Ebony, it hurts me because I imagine who and what she could have been by now.
Yeah.
Your vampire saying me I didn't cry a see baby ye pa Kojo.
Yes, I think that it's good we always remind ourselves with our heroes and celebrate them and learn something out of thing. I think that we shouldn't just be reminding ourselves with who she is and all that. I think that Menya and the music industry, like I keep saying, the associations, musica, this is on their lap, but they are not working. The laziness is too much, and we take opportunity of the anniversary, to be doing some lectures, to be doing some form of education and some form of celebration for a Ababa way. I mean, Anka Enya Bonese. Every year that we do, maybe we should have some event happening at Independence Square or something to celebrate somebody like that. I mean, the bro, we were kind of ages so or the years that can sort and it's something that we need to start celebrating. It's the same way we're looking at an Ampedu and the rest. But Ijane trust tomorrow we'll come back and say, oh, this is 2 years and an Ampedu we. But the point is, a DNA is seeing film, a DNA is seeing film panoho, and all that. We haven't done anything like that. Maybe say, but I tend to raise certain questions. What has been the report so far from police? Baby, I must say, Sebi, Omukucha, Kwaina, be a Kwaina a year, you know, when you accident, you know. What is the report now? What has been the thing? Who exactly what's really transpired? And it's been 5 years running. I think that we need to start asking some of these questions. Anytime I can say, maybe say, we need to start educating. You understand? We heard so many things, and son, and all that. What has been the actual truth? We are still living in the same, yes say, for 5 years, and it is not fair to lead, you know, and then the family and all that. I think that they maybe say, you know, we shouldn't be just talking about it and celebrating and showing the pictures out and all that. But I'm looking at somebody who want to start teaching us or start telling us, this is what we need to start learning out of this thing. It should be a whole lecture. I hear Bafwa Kuto and the rest, those people having lectures to educate us on history and telling us what they do and all. I think that the creative art people, we need to be, serious about this thing and then making it work. But for me, I'm still waiting for, police report on what exactly happened and what has really been the thing. Almost parents and almost family, we need to also say show more because I said no the film. So I mention a bit more Emma Esoka who be intino. Ye Canadiano. Na yes, so a family no so shedding on that. That's what I can say about it.
Your final words, Pedro.
Final words. I think that I'll continue to say, as industry players, we need to learn the trade and learn the business side of it. We need to learn our laws. There could be and you know. It's for me, it's for us to then understand, say, there's something we need to start looking at. So when I mention, we push bibi, say you kwani kwashe, into say ne until on us here, maybe go and pick it and then learn whatever it is in there. Another information I will give even Kelvin and his team. The events team is that even GTA, as we speak, a policy to guide events in this country. It is in its stages now. On my if anything draft, you know, they are still working on it. That I know. I'm waiting for the draft to see. Sebi event organizers and event places in Inano. You're also going to go through certain regimes to also see certain things done. Sebi no because a Michy Baba show. That's a one bar. What are the things that may not Sebi me thought ticket because of Michy, you know, you bet to me a year event organizer. No, those things in Inano, they are putting it down as we speak. So we need to also let or announce to the event people. No, so say there's a draft that is coming out from Ghana Tourism Authority to also be looking out for, so that the better no more moving because unim say maybe say or one say BB say any honum. So I'll always continue to urge that we need to learn the business side of the trade. And yes, our party BB fire say.
Kobe, your final words, your social media handles, and you forgot to give us the time for the movie premiere. I see 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 10 p.m. over here. All the locations, right? Or just the main two?
Every 6 p.m. I come. 6 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Maybe any 3 times. Most of the locations.
Okay.
One year, now is 7 and 9.
Okay.
But we come from 6 p.m. We late at 10 p.m. with me.
Still with me, actually.
And I feel so KOBIRANA. Facebook, Instagram, KOBIRANA.
Verified.
Verified on both.
Okay. Kelvin.
Yes.
Events guide.
Yes. You go to a presentation for the top 50 events in Ghana. It's very important to say. You bet me recognize events organizers, you know, throughout the 2022 because it's very important because a business, you know, with the cash in the day. And big ups to GTS, so almost the policy like that, and so the boss at Huache, and so very, very important because it's a see during the December, we all be like, it will be into about it. It will also for the wedding. When we go back to Nigeria and I say back to America now. So, if it's like that, my also it means and my it was certain events. Until you can rank the top 50 events in Ghana. Then thank you for the platform all the time we use to also educate ourselves in terms of our entertainment industry. But I'm still urging the authorities and organizations and associations. Education low. I don't know. One say press release and all that. Fiber, if it's not because of that way, you can be president in Ukraine.
It's true.
I mean, if it's not that
fire.
No, you see, we still have to keep on education in there all the time. They should take advantage of semi-year events. Africa Event Awards, for instance. Now, me too in suffer a while. Come and use the platform to educate because me na me dey for fanaba. It is our friend meetings no more. This is the time.
Take advantage of other events.
But over free will be no. Oh, why Kelvin? Oh, Saboy. Oh, so no, they one fashion man. I said like when a small boy be na. You don't take people like us serious. Okay, for Bruni be do and I say if you are there getting position. No, they all call in China. You have a way of talking to you, no respect. But you should respect. Senior, if a corner, BBI, or they just go there and try to use in Kofona. Only if you don't even respect the organizer, no, they respect the people who know use that platform to educate. I need the back you understand? So don't. It's not about also SMN pay. And I say it's not about the own organizer pen important. Take advantage of every platform. Yeah. That's what I would just say. Everybody should go to www.eventguideafricanews.com. We'll all the event stories, upcoming events in our Instagram, Event Guide Africa.
Updates with the movie till death do us.
Oh yes. Oh, I mean, I posted it.
Oh, you did?
Oh yes.
We are grateful.
All the vows in our events
He's been showing up from 2016.
No, I've been there.
No. Kevin has been there.
I've been there since. So I can even mention all the venues till now.
We might as well put you as the president of the NFA, but they ain't quite. That's how it's open.
But I can still do the work though.
You can?
Oh, I can do the work.
You definitely can. You have the know-how. Guys, we are so grateful. And you remember there, I said, yeah, check a crowd. But it was a good one, wasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Your comments, you guys made this show great. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you, Kojo. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Mr. Socrates Safo, for the clarification. Answer now, Yebekono, Mami Fast that Kessie Emma Ella Kadi Jewelry said Oshamiko, Nemasumwa, Ella Kadi, and Washishami Gold Be for say. Ella Kadi is located in East Legon, Baulishi, over to me, a friend. It was 0241 053 243. 0241 053 243 Elakadi o de to obama GPS bia Elakadi obehu ho na wetimi akochocho jewelry for be say thank you so much guys. I mean Shamo Bebre say when they actually us to the end of the show tonight, even though we wasted a lot of time. I hope you had a good one. We'll meet same time next week Friday.